In this video, we're going to cover the remaining three fricatives, namely sh, j, and ha. Starting with sh, unit 16. Ush, 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 ship, 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 wash, wash, wash. For this sound, the tongue is pulled further back than for S, and the tip of the tongue is lifted to midway between the teeth. If you purse your lips as you did for O, we have not yet covered O, the bilabial semiconsonant, we'll cover it later on. This will help initially, though later you may not find it necessary. Do it this way until you are sure that you hear and feel the difference between S and sh. Start with the tip of the tongue, actually between your teeth. Draw it back slowly till you are saying S. Then further still. You should be able both to hear and to feel the change in the quality of the sound. Here we go. Capital A, small a now. Show, sheep, shame, show, share. Show, sheep, shame, show, share. Splish, splash, splosh, slush, swoosh, splish, splash, splosh, slush, swoosh. Sure, ensure, sugar, assurance, pressure. Sure, ensure, sugar, assurance, pressure. Now CH spellings mainly coming from French. Chauffeur, cliché, machine, champagne, moustache. Chauffeur, cliché, machine, champagne, moustache. Schedule, Schweppes, fuchsia, chef, species. Schedule, Schweppes, fuchsia, chef, species. Asia, Russia, Patricia, special, partial, Asia, Russia, Patricia, special, partial. Musician, ocean, tension, expression, pronunciation, musician, ocean, tension, expression, pronunciation. Ancient, conscience, patience, precious, superstitious. Ancient, conscience, patience, precious, superstitious. On to small b. Share and share alike. Ship to shore communication. She sells seashells on the seashore. Short and sweet, and the shorter, the sweeter. To manage on a shoestring. Share you sheep in May, you share them all away. On to capital B. Save, shave. Save, shave. Mess, mesh. Mess, mesh. Sip, ship. Sip, ship. Sock, shock. Sock, shock. Crust, crushed. Crust, crushed. See, she. See, she. Puss, push. Puss, push. Sort, short. Sort, short. Person, passion. Person, passion. Fist, fished. Fist, fished. In capital C. She speaks English and Danish and Polish and Flemish. She speaks English and Danish and Polish and Flemish. On to the dialogue on page 37. Dialogue number 16. Are you sure you said sheep? Trisha, come and I'll show you my sheep. Your sheep? Sheila, what sheep? My sheep. Are you sure you said sheep? Shh, don't shout. Of course I'm sure I said sheep. She's here in the shed. Isn't it sweet? She was washed up on the shore at Al-Omoush. What a shame. Is it unconscious? She's a she. I shall call her Sheba. I should think she's suffering from shock. Do you think she was pushed off that Persian ship? Oh, Sheila, she's shivering. My precious, she shall have a soft cushion and my cashmere shawl. She's rather special, isn't she? Sheila, I wish, oh, I do wish we could share her. End of Unit 16, the voiceless palatal fricative, ish, onto its voiced counterpart, the voiced palatal fricative, ish, 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 measure, measure, rouge, rouge. This voiced palatal fricative originally comes from French through the Norman conquest of Britain in the second half of the 11th century. This is simply the voiced equivalent of ish. Start off by making sure you are saying ish correctly and being careful not to move any of our speech organs. Vibrate the vocal cords. This sound produces strong vibration. Notice the difference in between the production of sa and za and sha and ja. That is the alveolar fricatives, the voiceless and the voiced one, and the palatal affricates sha and sha. Onto capital A, small a now. Pleasure, treasure, measure, leisure, enclosure. Pleasure, treasure, measure, leisure, enclosure. Decision, collision, revision, precision, television. Decision, collision, revision, precision, television. Intrusion, profusion, exclusion, delusion, confusion. Intrusion, profusion, exclusion, delusion, confusion. Occasion, invasion, Asian, evasion, persuasion. Occasion, invasion, Asian, evasion, persuasion. Garage, massage, camouflage, prestige, beige, garage, massage, camouflage, prestige, beige. Casual, casualty, visual, usual, usually, casual, casualty, visual, usual, usually. On to small b, the proverbs. Confusion, worse confounded. Your men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. That man is richest, whose pleasures are the cheapest. Stolen pleasures are sweetest. On to capital B. Composer, composure, composer, composure. Beige, 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 beige. Aiden, Asian, Aiden, Asian. Nuclear fission, nuclear vision. Nuclear fission, nuclear vision. On to capital C now. Decision, pleasure, revision. Decision, pleasure, revision. Television, conversation, illusion. Television, conversation, illusion. Occasion, leisure, casually. Occasion, leisure, casually. Intrusion, unusual, treasure. Intrusion, unusual, treasure. On to dialogue 17, page 39, the great decision. I have made a great decision, John. I have bought a television. You, Jack? You, Jack? How many occasions have you told me that television was an intrusion into the privacy of the house, that it destroyed the pleasures of conversation, that people no longer know how to make use of their leisure? I know. And it's unusual for me to suffer a revision of thought, but on this occasion, where is this treasure? Hidden in the garage. Please make no allusion to it. I shall tell the family casually, as if there were nothing unusual in my buying a television. After years of derision, I hope you will not be disillusioned by your television. End of Unit 17. Now on to Unit 23, the voiceless glottal fricative, on page 50. Him, him, him. This is a very easy sound to produce, but one which a lot of people find very difficult to attach to other sounds. To make it, simply open your mouth and push air up and out straight from the lungs. To produce it several times in succession, imagine that you have been running and are out of breath, or you are a dog panting. The problem in ordinary speech is to have sufficient breath in your lungs to expel at every Practice controlling the amount of air you expel so that you always have some in reserve. Do not use this sound, for linking. Onto capital A, small a. Hip, hop, heap, hoop. Hip, hop, heap, hoop. Hill, hell, heel, hole. Hill, hell, heel, hole. His, horse, house, hess. His, horse, house, hess. Hit, hot, heat, hate. Hit, hot, heat, hate. Hum, home, hum, ham. Hum, home, ham, ham. Onto small b. Perhaps, behave, behind, unhappy, inhuman, perhaps, behave, behind, unhappy, inhuman. Coat hanger, upholstery, disheartened, upheld, penthouse. Coat hanger, upholstery, disheartened, upheld, penthouse. Who, whom, whose, whole, whooping cough. Who, whom, whose, whole, whooping cough. And the following examples, you will find out that the ha sound is silent. H is silent in the following words. It's not pronounced. Our, honest, honor, vehicle, our, honest, honor, vehicle. Rhubarb, rhyme, rhythm, exhaust, exhibition. Rhubarb, rhyme, rhythm, exhaust, exhibition. Forehead, shepherd, silhouette, Birmingham, Blenheim. Forehead, shepherd, silhouette, Birmingham, Blenheim. On to the proverbs in small c. Handsome is as handsome does. He that has ease to hear, let him hear. Heaven helps him who helps himself. He that has an ill name is half hanged. In Hertford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen. It's not the hopping over hedges that tears the horse's hooves. It's the hammer, hammer, hammer on the hard, high road. Come hell or high water, cold hands, warm heart. On to capital C. Explain. Radiator. Concentration. Arabic. Unsuccessful. Explain. Radiator. Concentration. Arabic. Unsuccessful. Post office. Hotel. Market square. Chinese. Exciting. Post office. Hotel. Market square. Chinese. Exciting. Afternoon. Extravagant. Advise. Materialistic. Opportunity. Afternoon. Extravagant. Advise. Materialistic. Opportunity. Director. Concentrate. Disapproval. Phonology. Decision. Director. Concentrate. Disapproval. Phonology. Decision. On to dialogue 23, Happy Honeymoon, on page 51, opposite page. Hello, Hannah. Have you heard about Hilda and Harry? Hilda and Harry Hall? They're on their honeymoon in Honolulu. Yes, the Happy Holiday Hotel. But apparently, they had the most hideous row. Hilda and her husband, handsome Harry. My dear, haven't you heard? He held her by the hair and hit her on the head with a hammer. What inhuman behavior! I hope she is not badly hurt. Heavens, yes, horribly. He hurried her to the hospital. You know how Hilda hates hospitals. But how did it happen? He says it was the heat that went to his head. End of unit 23. And this is the end of the fricative sounds. There are 9 sounds, 9 fricative sounds. And earlier on, we had the 6 stop sounds. On Wednesday, we're going to be finished with the 2 affricate sounds, namely the palatal H and its voice counterpart, the edge. On Thursday, I think we're going to be done with the nasals and probably with also the liquids also. By then, we're going to take our first quiz. Until then, be good and be safe. I'll be seeing you on Wednesday. Good luck.